There is a mystery to you that is beautiful and bizarre, and that will transform you if you can receive it. But our normal worldview is addicted to normality, the status quo. And we tend to delete out all of that. Let me tell you about one other mystery, and I'll get into the passage. This is an important one. You ever heard of the EPR experiment? All right. It goes like this. It deals with entangled particles. And entangled particles are particles that are wrapped up with one another, and they function like one particle. Remember that point. They function like one particle. And if you take these entangled particles and shoot them in the opposite directions, and they by definition have contrary or polarized spins, you see? So if you shoot them in different directions, what you do to one particle instantly happens to the other particle. If you deflect the spin of this one, that one is instantly deflected in the opposite direction because it has an opposite spin. So in other words, and it doesn't matter how far apart they are either. This is what's really bizarre. They can be light years apart, but if you affect one, you instantly affect the other. How is that? We don't know. But the particles still think they're entangled. They act like they're one particle, even though they're, in some sense, they are one particle, even though they're far apart. The world is bizarre and beautiful and mysterious. And you are bizarre. Not me, you. You're bizarre and beautiful and mysterious. But see, we need to embrace the bizarre. We need to embrace the weird and not censor it out. The stuff that Scripture says about us is so literally, I mean almost literally, unbelievable. It's mind-boggling. It's beautiful. And that's why there's a part of us that maybe we can theoretically say yes to it, but we have trouble really internalizing it. But see, we've got to internalize it. We've got to embrace the weird and collapse whatever it is about our quote-unquote normal, ordinary, commonsensical view of ourselves in the world that would resist this. Because it is beautiful. It is beautiful. We need to embrace it in all of its beautiful weirdness. All right, let's look at the passages. Colossians chapter 3. It says this. Welcome to the bizarre, beautiful world of the New Testament. Since then you have been raised with Christ. And see, we do the same thing with the Bible that we do it with the world. We read it, we get used to it, and it stops impressing us. Let's hear it for the first time. Capture its bizarreness, its beauty. Since then you have been raised with Christ. What? Raised with Christ?